Young Miami says she can't date outside of her race. Passes on Jack Harlow. I mean, so look, this is something I was saying earlier before the thing cut. Apparently, all the thing I was saying was like the audio wasn't catching it, so I'm gonna say it again. So let's delve deep a little bit into this whole race thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, the dating outside your race, but let's go first into the race talk. So this race issue is something I've talked about with the homies and all that good stuff, man. And it's like, I have a discussion and I tell them, bro, I'm like, bro, anybody that's arguing about race is an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's really looking at somebody and saying, oh, I can't date you because of, you know what I'm saying, as per like, I'm talking about like racism and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, is really an idiot. You can look at somebody for their personal differences, yes, but not for their, I guess you could say, racial differences. This is why I say so. People that choose race and all that forget that, or they pick one specific time in the human existence, right, for them to claim as their culture. So this is what I mean. Where was the oldest bones found in the world? The oldest human bones, the oldest human fossil. Where did humanity start from? You don't know? I'm gonna tell you. Africa, right? Everybody started in Africa. Now, this is why I'm saying race is dumb, right? Because if you pick in one specific point, and people like, when people, they always say, you know, man, I can't, you know, we have different blood, different culture, we look different. No, bro, it's just, we just cousins, relatives, you know what I'm talking about, that really just haven't seen each other, right? Let me explain why I say that. I'm a biology graduate, by the way, right? And if you don't know this, most people know this, the origin theory, right? Or right, how we spread around. So look, people were living in Africa, and then they migrated from Africa. Like some people left and decided they want to go explore, right? And they migrated from Africa and they started going around the world. This is when the world was still a little bit more put together. You dig what I'm saying? Right? Not even a little bit. When the world was put together. Now, as they go into these different locations, they stopping up. Some people are dropping off. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Some people are staying there while others are still going around. And this is how the world got populated. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you change locations over thousands of years, different environments cause different changes to your body. The reason why some people be like, man, Africans must be, you know, or some other people be so tough is because of our environment. We grow up in a tough environment, so our bodies have to adjust, right? The sun is hitting us so much, our skins are darker, you know what I'm saying? The air is different, so we, you know, the nostrils are bigger. Now, what happened was, as time went on, all these people migrating to different locations, their bodies adjusted, right? Now, to get warmer in this cold environment, your hair grows what? Your hair grows longer to cover your neck. Your nose, because the air is too cold, you don't need to breathe all that shit like you would, you know, doing in Africa, so your nose gets thinner. You see, all these things happen. These phenotypical changes that we say in biology happen, right? And this is how we have the different looks that we have. Now, the cultures, if you notice, most cultures have similar things around the world. It might be different because of multiple ages of changing and stuff and languages, but you notice they have similarities all around the world. Pure. You know what I'm saying? Pure. Similarities all around the world, for real. Shout out to LJ, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, pure Nigerian boy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mentalities too, you know what I'm saying? All the homies are out here. But yeah, man, so like, people need to understand that we are all of the same race, right? So if you're picking just one time in your you know, whatever ancestors' journey to call this is my culture, you need to realize that that's dumb. If you want to flex muscle about culture or who's, you know, whatever, you need to go to the origin. That's, as a scientist, that's how we do it, right? Think about it that way. Facts. If you want to say I'm different from you, how are you different from me? Show me, right? If we have the same origin, then you're not different from me. You might have had variations, but we're still the same. We share the same blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're relatives, we're like real deal. So if you're hating me because of how different I look, how different I am, or you don't like me because of that, just know you're hating yourself as well. Because if you could have been in my situation. It's just that simple. You're not, that's fine, but you know what I mean? And to me, you're in my situation. To you, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're looking from different perspectives. But now, going from that, right, into this Young Miami situation and talking about she would not date outside her race. Now, dating outside your race, as I've said, you know, previously, it's not, bro, it should not be an issue. It's not an issue of the race. It should be an issue of the person. I say this because I use hip hop culture for example, right? Hip hop culture has whites, Latinos, everybody, Asians, everybody's in there, right? Right? It's a culture, right? If I decide I was like, okay, it's only black folks that's into hip hop culture and stuff like that, then I'd be lacking. You get what I'm saying? So let's just say I'm a lady that likes to date, or a guy that likes to date a woman that's, you know what I'm saying, you a little bit hood, you know what I'm saying, you're a hood, like, I'm gonna use myself for example. You know, you're a hood guy type shit, or, you know, ex-hood type dealing type, you know what I'm talking about? So you want somebody a little bit more, you know, kind of that's had that kind of, you know what I'm saying, that's not too uptight and all that good stuff. Now, I'm saying, you know, and I find a lady that's just, she's, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? But, you know, and she meets all that, she, you know, she's a little, but she is of a different hue. And I say to myself, just because she's of a different hue, I'm not going to chase that. That sounds dumb to me. Now, everybody has their own preference. I ain't going to knock it. But what I'm trying to say is that it should be of the person and not of their race. Because even that cultural difference that people usually use, that say they rate, that, you know, that's what people use for racial excuses, like, oh, the cultural difference. No, cultural difference doesn't have to do with race. Because race is, we talking about, you know, skin tones and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, you know, countries and all that shit. People can be from a different race and be into different cultures. So my thing to this is, what I think is, you know what I'm saying, date whoever the fuck you want to date. You know what I'm saying? Just base them off of them and not there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. You feel me? So y'all let me know what y'all think, of course, you know what I'm saying? But hey man, young Miami can do whatever. But you know what I'm talking about? She out here letting folks piss on her, or she pissing on folks. That's cool. Ain't nobody. Her and everybody else can do whatever the heck they want. You know what I'm saying? We as long as you ain't hurt nobody, we support it. You dig me? All right, let's go on to the next joint and see what's happening, man. Let's go on to the next topic and see what's happening, man. LJ in the Cut says, motherfuckers should make it motherfuckers shouldn't make it a race thing. It's a preference of what you like or what is essentially pleasing to you. That's all that matters. Too many folks live for other opinions. This is fact, mind you. Like, and I mean, literally, he's saying exactly, and this is why he's a mod, right? We share similar opinions, and that's what I'm saying. It's all about you, bro. Like, I don't know why people be doing this shit and just be like, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, bro, like how, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, bro. It's just why I don't know. People be crazy, right? Like, it's always been about, you know what I'm saying? It's always been about you, man, and you know how, you know, smooth it just goes, no matter what the race comes from, man, it's, you know what I mean? So what else we got in this mind?